What's good, YouTube? This IQ Domino coming back at y'all with another motherfucking banger of a video. Now today we're gonna be going into exactly why a lot of women, when they talking to guys, they pick up on what you're saying, what you are doing, and it causes a woman to not really want to talk to you anymore. You see, a lot of guys, they want to have, they want to get that box when it comes down to, getting with women, and they think that's a problem. It's not a problem, but it's the way that you go about it that could be showing that you have a problem. It's things that you might believe that's showing that it might be a problem, and this causes the woman to reflect off of you. A lot of times women don't look at you a certain way where they feel like they can't because of your mindset, and today we're gonna have a deep dive into that, because at the end of the day, the woman has already have it in her mind whether or not she wants you off your looks or off your vibe, but it's a lot of other things that come into it that can disrupt you from actually getting with that woman. And today we're gonna be going over that today. Don't leave a like down below because there's gonna be a lot of game in this video. Now, number one, a lot of guys, they don't get women and they struggle with women because they pedestalize the box. I talk about this all the time, on TikTok, Instagram, I talk about this shit all the time. But I really want y'all to understand, bro. Whenever a woman realizes that you pedestalize the box, she doesn't want to talk. She doesn't want to give you the box. For example, a lot of guys believe that because a woman doesn't have sex with them, they believe that that woman is high and mighty because she doesn't want to have sex with them. But the truth is, when she likes you and she wants to get with you and she knows that she wants you, she will have sex with you. She's already thinking about having sex with you. She's already playing the scenes. She's already thinking about it. The thing is, are you the man that can actually see it through? And this is the difference where a lot of guys, they're like, oh, this must not be a good woman because she has sex with me on the first night. This is the truth. It doesn't matter. Because that woman might have sex with me, might sex with me on the first night, but she's not gonna have sex with you because, the way you think. And this is kind of what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. For example, a woman knows me. She meets me and she realizes this guy, he's a guy who's sexual. He's a guy that, he's always flirting with me. He always letting it be known that he wants to see with me tonight. He wants to be in his bed, the things he wants to do to me. He always lets it know, and I'm feeling him. I like his vibe. He has a good energy. So she's going to want to do it because she knows at the end of the day, I'm okay with her being the way she is. I'm not judging her for wanting to have sex. I'm not making her feel bad. She isn't even thinking about it being a bad thing when she's with me. But when she's with you, she's thinking, oh, if I have sex, he's going to think that I'm, a bot, or he's going to think that I just give it out to everybody. He's going to think that I'm just for everybody. Where with me, it's like, I understand you don't give it out to everybody, but I'm different. You know what I'm saying? You understand all those lame dudes who, do all that extra stuff. No, you do what you want to do. We having fun. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with that. I'm letting her know that she can do that in the way that I think about that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm letting that be known because you want to always help women understand that you don't believe this way. I don't believe this way. But because you believe that way, she's going to say to herself, because she likes you, this is the crazy part. Because she likes you and because she wants you so bad, she doesn't want to look a certain way in your eyes. She doesn't want to get shamed by you. She doesn't want to get embarrassed. So what she do is she rather make you wait longer or look for a reason to not want to be with you just because she knows at the end of the day you're going to be that guy who's going to judge her. You kind of already judged her. You know what I'm saying? Because she's already thinking about it. Especially a lot of times when she like you, she's already thinking about it. So when you judge her, you have those judgments of, I don't screw with just anybody, and you moving that way, like you pedestalize the box, like, oh, I don't just be wanting to do it on the first date, I don't just be me. Listen, I'll do it on the first date. You know what I'm saying? I definitely don't see it as a problem. Honestly, I see it as a problem if you're not wanting to do it on the first or the second date. I see it as a problem if you're not wanting to. Because you already know what you want. And if you want a second date, I know I want you. On the first date, I know I want you. Because we on that phone, we already talking, we already did a little something. I know I want you. If not, I'm going to know. You know what I'm saying? So, that's me, though. So this is why I tell y'all, a lot of times when you don't think this way, a woman can get hip to it. Like, oh, I had a homeboy. We was talking about all the women that we would, we online talking about all the women that we would, fuck with. And he was making his point of saying, I would, like, she's conventionally attractive, but I wouldn't screw her. And I'm just sitting here looking at him like, that don't even make sense. If she's attractive, that means that you are attracted to her, and you would screw her. Like, just off of appearance. If she has the vibe that you like, she has the attitude that you like, she has the way that you like in a woman, you would screw her. But a lot of times, guys, they want to seem a certain way so bad. They want to look a certain way so bad. But the truth is, you gotta be willing to deal with women looking at you like, oh, bro, this dude, he always talking to women. He always think he can get any woman. That comes with being attractive. Because that's a woman operating out of her insecurity. So you're gonna operate out of insecurity, following the woman because she's operating out of insecurity. I advise you to not do that. Be honest with yourself and realize it's not wrong for you to want to date women. It's not wrong for you to want to do things with women. It's not wrong. But because you think it is and you think that you have something wrong with it, that's why women won't talk to you. So that's number one. The second thing is, like, a lot of guys pedestalize the box over their own sense of respect. You feel what I'm saying? Like, a lot of guys, bro, they will literally allow a woman to talk to them crazy because they want to get the box so bad, or they okay with getting the box. For example, you might, be talking to a woman and you might just be having a regular conversation and you're like, I like to go outside and I like to box, you know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I like to box, I like to have fun. And she's like, you must be a complete fucking idiot. Like, you must be a complete douchebag to like to box. Would you like to get hit in the face? Like, are you stupid? And she thinks, like, that's cool. She thinks that's hilarious. I'm like, nah. That's not cool. Don't ever do that again. Don't ever try to belittle me. Don't ever try to talk to me like I'm less of a human being ever again. You know what I'm saying? And, we'll move past that. She probably 9 times out of 10 apologize. Or she would literally say, it's not that deep. Like, get over it. Man up. I'm never talking to her again. Never. I'm never talking to her again. Ever. You know what I'm saying? Or she's like, listen, whatever. Number one, that's another thing. I'll step on that. Don't ever say whatever to me again. Don't ever dismiss what I'm telling you. Don't ever do that again. You know what I'm saying? I'm checking all of that. All that shit needs to get corrected because that's not how you operate in my space. But a lot of guys, and the reason why a lot of women are like this, especially, the good looking ones are like this, and they do it in a way where they literally just they're playfully doing it. They don't even know sometimes. And it's because a lot of guys are okay with letting a woman talk to them that way for the sake of eventually I'm gonna get the box. Eventually, hey Brian, I'm not trying to mess this up, so I'm just gonna let her say that. I'm gonna let her do that. Bro, she doesn't respect you. If she doesn't respect you, she's not gonna fuck with you anyway. Number one. And number two, you shouldn't be willing to feel less of a human being for the sake of getting the box. You should not be okay with that. But a lot of guys are. You know what I'm saying? And that's the reason why a lot of times the woman doesn't even want to rock with you, or she doesn't call you back, or, she ignores your text because she doesn't respect you as a man. You know what I'm saying? And it's because you don't respect yourself as a man. You have to respect yourself in order for her to respect you. So the third thing is the leadership of it all. You have to already know what you're doing. Yes, you know what I'm saying? In the bedroom, you have to already know what you're doing. That's like the end goal of it all. If you don't know what you're doing in the bedroom, I advise y'all to, watch some videos, pick up some books, you know what I'm saying? Join the Patreon. And get them to taking the lead. You got to actually know what you're doing when it comes down to approaching that woman. When it comes down to talking to that woman on the phone. You got to know what you're doing when it comes down to setting up the date. Or now you want to invite her to the house. You got to already know what you're doing. You got to already know where you're going. If you don't know where you're going, the woman is eventually going to, take the lead because she's going to say to herself, he don't know what he doing. You know what I'm saying? So that's how she looking at you. And you can't necessarily get mad if she takes the lead and she doesn't like you. Get to a point where she don't like you because you've given up control. And it get to a point where You know, she knows, she gets an idea of who you are, which don't take long, by the way, guys. I'll be like, how about let her see an idea of who you are. That should take minutes. It don't take hours. It don't take days. It don't take months. It just take. It literally takes minutes. Less than an hour. Less than 30 minutes. It take less than 10 minutes. Less than 5. She to fill you out. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like once she got an idea, she felt you out, and you kind of, you know, filling her out. You get to a point. You just gotta know what you're doing each step of the way. You know, you're on that date with that woman. You take however long you want. You guys be like, you know, you should be on a date with a woman for no more than 2 hours. I'm gonna be honest with you. You like the vibe of that woman. You like the vibe of that woman. That shit is irrelevant. Like, time is irrelevant in that sense. Especially if you really like y'all like each other vibe, and you already set that time aside. And as long as you know you being responsible with your life and understand that you know what you got to do later on tomorrow, later on that day, whatever the case might be, and you're not fucking up your situation for the sake of that woman. Take your time, brother, and enjoy it, and go ahead and just bring her home. I always tell y'all, but at the end of the day, know what you're doing. If you don't know what you're doing, then you can't get mad at her for not wanting to take you serious because you don't know what you're doing, bro. So by you knowing what you're doing, it's another thing it's another indication that that woman can let go. You know, but if she's not willing to follow you, you gotta understand that that woman doesn't really respect you. She doesn't really like you because she's not willing to follow your instructions. She's just doing whatever she wants because she thinks she can, because she got the box. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people in this world, a lot of women, people in this world think that should be the case. And you see it in their actions, you see it in the way they talk. But it's like, that's what it is, man. That's all I got for this game on how to have better, you know, intercourse with women. I can't listen, y'all. I don't want to curse on here. But y'all gotta get used to that so you can have, you know, better intercourse with women. With a lot of guys, bro, they get lost in the sauce because they don't really understand that the flirting starts as soon as possible, bro. Like, as soon as the thought process of, like, you like the vibe of this woman comes about, or you want to see if she likes your vibe, or whatever the case might be, you just literally just rocking out, speaking your mind. She's going to show you whether or not she's rocking with you. You just speaking your mind, and you just, you know, letting her know, like, you know, listen, I like your thighs, but like I can just tell by your attitude that you got a lot of passion in you. I know you're very passionate to be around my you. You like it wild, you like it rough, don't you? You know what I'm saying? It's, you know, you picking up on these things, me speaking up on these things, you know, because I like it rough. I like to choke, I like to slap, I like to spank, I like to do all of these things. Me saying this, some women are going to be hip to it and some women ain't, right? But this is the thing. I'm speaking from my experience that I like. And that's what makes the woman more open and susceptible to it, because she sees the experience that I like. It's not about the experience itself, it's about what I like, what I enjoy, and me being open about it. I like making a woman legs shake. I like making her whole body shake. You know what I'm saying? I like snatching her soul out of her body. Me speaking all of those things, it makes the woman more enticed because she sees the experience. Not the experience that I've done it before, the experience of literally imagining herself in it. You know what I'm saying? At least that's how I look at it. You never know though. You never know, you know. But that's how I would look at it. So that's one thing that a lot of guys got misconstrued overall. They don't understand that because y'all are so willing to sacrifice so much in order to get the box, and so much as y'all are willing to pretend like you don't want the box for the sake of trying to get the box. A lot of you guys lie about wanting to get box. It's like, bro, be honest. I'm telling y'all, just be honest. And a lot of y'all not even honest with yourselves. Y'all like, oh, you know, I don't want that. I value women more than that. I think women are more important. It's like, why? It's like, why? A lot of y'all understand. I understand some of y'all are good people, but like, you live in a world where, and that's why I say sometimes your psychological can be deeper than what you think. That's why I tell people to get on the Patreon. Because it's like, if you think in this way where you care about people all the time and you care about women who necessarily wouldn't give a damn about who you are, you kind of show you that you have a lot of thinking processes that you probably have literally minimalized who you are as a man for the sake of approval. It can go that deep, bro. It can go very, very deep. And if you move in that way, you don't even realize it. Sometimes when you move in that way, like, think about it. as a man, it's your instinct to want to screw the woman, and that's exactly why a lot of guys, you know what I'm saying, they are willing to go on these websites where they are watching flicks, and they don't think about, they don't care about the woman, they don't care about the story, they don't care about all of these things. They just want to. A lot of guys like, I skip these parts of the videos, you know what I'm saying, because they're really just not there for that. They're not there for the story. They're there for the intercourse. And this is like the reality. This showing you, like, a lot of times, guys, I be trying to get guys to realize that sometimes you're lying to yourself, but it's just like, it's underneath is because you're seeking validation, because underneath you're ashamed for who you're ashamed. Underneath you feel guilty for thinking this way, and that's like, you shouldn't. But if a woman picks up on that, she kind of looks at you like somebody that she can use or that can be used, and it makes her respect you less. And it's kind of like, I always see it like, I can't really feel bad for y'all, because a lot of times I give y'all the game and y'all be hard-headed, y'all don't really listen. But it's like, what y'all gotta understand is that these are the focal points that really mess y'all up as men. You feel me? And I be wanting to give y'all the game on it, but you gotta really want it, So that's my whole thing on that. But the next thing, which is not on my fucking notes, but it should be, a lot of guys want to control women, and they don't want to give them the choice of, them wanting to have, giving them the box, or getting that D, you know what I'm saying, or taking it further than that, being in a relationship even. A lot of guys have the mindset that if they have money, the woman is going to be attracted to them. And I tell guys all the time, money doesn't matter, okay? If she picks up on the fact that you think just because you have money that she's going to like you, especially if she's a genuine woman, she will not talk to you. You would turn her off. Especially if she's a genuine woman. You're turning her off. Why? Because you're putting your value of who you are on your money and not yourself. And this is where a lot of times, guys, y'all get misconstrued with thinking that you are your money, your value. You don't feel like a man unless you have money. You don't feel important unless you have money. You don't feel like you're a leader unless you have money, and that's just not the case. You can be at a bad point in your life, but you are still a man. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, but if you don't believe in yourself to be a man, if you don't respect yourself as a man, if you don't value yourself as a man, which is your opinion, your beliefs, the things you expect, if you don't value these things, and you don't value your thoughts, you don't value your feelings, you don't value these things within yourself, then you aren't a man. It doesn't matter if you have money or you don't have money. But a lot of guys, they follow people on the internet because they believe that women like men with money, and this is not the case. Some women like men with money, but she doesn't like him for him. She likes him because he has money. No woman likes a man because of his money. Truly, no, not really. They like him because he is a man. That's why she likes him, and that's why I always tell a lot of guys. A lot of times, bro, you can't even you shouldn't even really be thinking about women. You really should just be focusing on your mindset. The women are gonna come by you putting yourself out there continuously. Women are gonna come eventually. You ain't even got to get to a point where you ain't got to do that much work. You just got to show who you are. The moment you show who you are, and they see what kind of man you are, they hooked on that. You know what I'm saying? Because they hooked on the man. Why? Because a lot of times, bro, guys don't understand that things that make you a man is your personality. It's just a portion that makes you a man. Your principles, your values, your standards, your perspectives, your thoughts, the way you feel, the things you believe. Standing on those things, no matter what's going on around you, no matter who disagrees, who likes it or don't like it, being that kind of man makes women like you. And but to be this man, you can't do it for the sake of the woman. You have to do it for the sake of living a life for yourself. So in order for you to do that, you have to know what you want to be and who you are. You have to know who you are, what you want to be. Not what you want to have. Who you are and what you want to be. That is what makes you a valuable man. And that's what makes you a man. You can be broke and have that. You can be rich and have that. And women will like you for you. But if you have to lie to get a woman, if you have to pretend to get a woman, if you have to praise a woman to get a woman, you're not that man. And this is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. You're not that guy because you don't think you're that guy. Because you move like you're not that guy. Because you're lying, you're pretending, and you're deceiving, you're doing all of these things. So in reality, you are telling yourself subconsciously, you are telling yourself, I am not good enough to have that woman. And this is what I always tell a lot of guys, bro. Y'all confidence has to be in who you are, and it has to be earned because you're seeing yourself. You don't have to earn it from you don't have to earn my validation. You don't have to earn my validation. You don't have to earn anybody's validation. You have to earn your own validation because you know when you're lying. I can pick up on it, in due time, and I will see it in due time. I can pick up on when you're deceptive. I can see it in due time, and sometimes I can pick up on it immediately. I can see immediately when you pedestalize, and I can sometimes see when you lie, but you always see when you lie. You always see when you pedestalize it. You always see when you pretending to be something you're not. You always do. It's not about me. It's about you. And this is what a woman actually sees in you. And this is why a lot of guys they get lost in that, not realizing that she's reflecting you. So because you feel like you're not good enough, she feels like she's not good enough. But that's the thing though. What I be trying to get guys to understand, when a woman is in a man's space, she gets a feeling of being good enough. Why? Hey, join the Patreon. It's a lot of games. Too much games. Too much game. Too much game. I got to that list. Too much game. But you got to understand this, man. You are missing out on a lot. In order for you to get this game, do what I did. Pay, man. I already gave y'all a lot of game. You gotta play to play. So the next thing is, she's there for your vibe. Desire versus fear. A lot of times, guys, when y'all thinking the way y'all thinking, y'all move the way y'all move, y'all don't realize y'all actually scared a woman away from y'all. Hey, bro, listen. Y'all actually scared a woman away. Listen, because I'm gonna be honest, I've been this guy before. This is why it's funny. It's funny, but I also witnessed it, and I like women tell me stories. I gotta tell y'all this shit. Okay, listen. In GTA, for the sake of, because I gotta tell this like raw. I gotta tell this story raw. So they had a woman, you know what I'm saying? She got approached by a guy in the store. It was like an older guy. She said it was a handsome guy. It was a little older, but he was handsome. He's a good looking guy. And he started talking to her, and he's like, I thought you fine. What's your name? And can I get your number? He's like, can I get your number? You know what I'm saying? And she was like, before she even got a chance to even say anything, and he was like, listen, I pay for your nails, I pay for your hair, I do all that, I get all that done. And she was like, what the fuck? Like she was like, what the fuck? Like, what you think you can buy me? You think you can buy me? She's like, I feel like you think you can buy me. So like, that's one thing, right? And another dude, bro, it's so many stories I have. But I want y'all to hear these stories. Number one, I gotta explain that to y'all just to show y'all my perspective on that. When you move that way, right, you basically positioning yourself to be used by a woman, one. And two, if a woman is genuine and she's like a real woman, she has some type of morals about herself. Even if like guys be like, women are pygmies. A pygmy, a woman that like wants to get chosen by a man, she is not gonna see you as a man. And those are usually good. They get called pygmies because they know most men are gonna say, I want that woman. And they don't like that. That's competition, They get picked. You know what I'm saying? That's why women don't like them, because they get picked. So it's like, because she's that kind of woman and she's a good woman, she cooks, she cleans, she grows with you, she wants to learn from you, she, gets inspiration from you, she does whatever she has to do for you, and she handle business on her side because she's a good woman. That woman is not gonna like you, brother. And that's kind of what I always tell y'all, bro. Only women who are gonna like you when you, keep in mind, she's not gonna like you. She's gonna want your money, right? This is another thing. And that's my whole example on that. It's another thing. Guys talk online all the time. I always tell guys, man, go join my TikTok. You might catch me on live at IQ Domino Clips. You might catch me on live. So my thing is this. If you are saying that you want to do this for a woman, pay for a woman, a lot of times you have to realize that you're looking to control a woman. And you gotta realize a good woman is gonna want to do the things for you anyway. And you're not gonna have to control her. You're just gonna literally just tell her what to do. But a lot of men don't want to give. They want a woman that feel like she doesn't have a choice, and that's where they fuck up. You know what I'm saying? In GTA, that's where they mess up. So that's what I kind of get. That's really what I want y'all to understand. Is that when you think that way, you automatically like put a woman in a state of fear. You feel what I'm saying? And another thing, whenever you pretending, and your woman pick up on that you pretending, she feels like she has to pretend with you too. And when a woman feel like she gotta pretend, it means she feel like she not good enough. Because why are you pretending? She reflecting off you. She like, this is not good enough. Like, she's gonna be like, oh my God, I'm uncomfortable. I don't know why I'm uncomfortable, but it just feel like it's not good enough. So she's not gonna want to fuck with you for real. You feel what I'm saying? So it's kind of like you're literally repelling her away by trying to seem a certain way in her eyes. The guy who lies scares her the most. Because the guy who lies, he sells a lie, especially depending on how the level of naivete she is, on how curious or how like uncurious she is, and like how much she don't care. A lot of guys, they sell a woman a lie, and when they sell that woman a lie, they be deceptive to that woman, and when they do that, and she pick up on that, she knows she gonna get hurt, and she know that you playing games with her. Like, for example, the guys who are like, man, I don't want to have, I don't want to have sex with you. I don't want to do this with you. I don't want to do that with you. I just like you for you. Number one, I gotta realize, I want y'all to know something. The guys who do that, y'all be going too far, bro. Y'all be going too far. Like y'all put yourself in the friend zone. Like, y'all go too far, bro, with that shit. I never understood why dudes do that, but yeah. I guess y'all do it because y'all just want to be around a woman. But it's like, and you thinking that because you're around her, she gonna eventually buy into you, but you've already not bought into yourself. So it's like she can't buy into you, because in order for her to want to pursue you, it's like you kind of have to already give yourself permission to pursue her. So it's kind of like, if you don't give yourself permission to pursue her, she has not gonna give herself permission to pursue you. Because it's like, you're not honest. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause you know what's crazy? A lot of guys say that when they hear how I come at women, like, you kind of like a simp. Which is that they show them that they don't even understand the narrative of being a man. Because it's like, when you tell a woman, listen, I want you. Like, I ain't gonna play no games with you. Like, I want you. Like, if the vibe is the way it is right now, I want to take you home, and I want to just take all the clothes off you, and I want to take my time with you. Like, you saying that to a woman, a lot of guys, they see like, you're a simp. They got guys who really think that way, which is crazy. But they'll be around a woman all day and just sitting there. To me, that's simpish, because why are you wasting time? But time is the most valuable resource. Why waste it? But it's like, because they don't give themselves permission unless they've done certain things to get that. And that's where, they end up losing themselves, because they don't really understand that you haven't given yourself permission to get with the woman. But the thing is, why? That's what y'all got to figure out. Join the Patreon. Get on the Patreon. Figure out why. Like, no bull. And it takes time. But a lot of times, bro, when you doing that, though, like, the woman is picking up on it. You feel what I'm saying? It's like, she don't like know what's going on, and she can't break it down how I'm breaking it down to you. That's why a lot of guys are like, why she didn't just tell me? Why she ain't just, why these women, they be looking for help from the women? It's like, a woman don't really understand what's really going on like I do. or like other men do. Like other men who like, you know, got a homeboy, they might have really helped them out. Like they not gonna be able to break it down and ask you the questions because they don't really think about it. I do. Other guys, they do. Because we're men. So whenever you moving that way, you gotta realize you have already sold to yourself you're not good enough. So she gonna sell to herself, this man not good enough, because it's like this. Even if she want to screw you, bro, and that's the crazy part. Even though she want to screw you, because she sees that you're scared to do it for whatever reason. Put it like this, bro. Women, they are light porn. Believe it or not. Not to the extent of just like, hello, I want you to want to do it. You know what I'm saying? On GTA. You know, not to that extent. You feel me? But it's kind of like, once she fill out your vibe, she knows that she wants to get down. Like, she knows it. So, the thing is, it's like, when you move in a way that you don't know it, it's kind of like, she like, should I really want to get down with him? That's kind of what happens. Because it's like, you know her body. Like, it's kind of like this. Women are so crazy because it's like this. She can know it for whatever reason. If you're a pretender, it's probably like a reason, like, you know, she noticed that you feel like you not good enough to get it. Or you a liar, she feel like, you know, you trying to play games and trying to get over her, so she'll entertain it because for the sake of, and some women, they don't catch on to it, you know what I'm saying? So some women you gonna get, but it's like, whatever reason, because you see the woman as a like almighty thing, because you move that way, she's gonna automatically say, she gonna call that out, see that, and she gonna move accordingly. Versus whenever you are a man and you moving like a man, you going for what you want, you being a man, she give herself permission to move in desire because she see that you gonna move in desire. Like, it's like, because you are just coming up to her and you just letting her know, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I've had women like that, and it was surprising because I remember they had this one tall one. She was tall, pretty, bro. She was pretty, had these big, beautiful ass eyes, and she was just tall, skinny. I think she was taller than me. I'm 6'1". She was taller than me, but she was so pretty. Bro, walked up to her, and I was like, man, you ain't lying. Like, listen, I got to talking to her, you got to making her laugh, she got to flirt, she got to compliment me. I'm like, okay, she flirting with me, like, she trying to get at me. I was like, listen, I ain't gonna lie, I want to take you home. I want to take you home tonight. Like, and she was like, oh my God. Like, and she was like, oh my God. Like, she was like, what is your girl gonna say? Like, she like, what is your girlfriend gonna say? Like, is she like, what's really, like, is this really that? You know what I'm saying? Like, but listen, bro, because it's like, whenever you really like that, like, women, they already know, like, yeah, you get women. They know. They can tell, because it's like, you don't care. You don't care. It's that element that they look for. Like, you really go for what you want. Like, you're going to take the risk. Other niggas, they scared to take the risk, but you gonna go for it. You're going to go for it. And that's what really make it, that's why it hit so different. Because it's a desire. Because, like, even if you was to say what I say, but if you give out a tone that show that you, like, scared, she gonna say to herself, yeah, I don't know about him. He pretending to be something he not. Because you don't feel like you good enough to make those moves. And that's the thing. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's so crazy. It's like, it really is about you. Like, you just gotta focus on your side and understand that the way you ball is the way you ball. Like, however you flirt, that's the way you flirt. But you just gotta know. You gotta know what you're doing in the bedroom. In order for you to really be a good flirt, you gotta know what you're doing in the bedroom. If you don't know what you're doing in the bedroom, you're not gonna be a good flirt. I'm gonna be honest with you. The better you are in the bedroom, the more effective your flirting gonna be. The better you are at communicating, the more effective your flirting gonna be. Now, to go on the other side of this, whenever you, and I already kind of explained this for real, but I'm gonna reiterate. Whenever a woman can tell that you are moving a desire, you make her desire you more. She desires you more. When you don't play games, she actually desires you more. And this is where a lot of guys, they kind of get misconstrued with this real pill stuff. They be like, you shouldn't tell a woman you want to have sex. You shouldn't let her know you want to have da 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 on NGTA. She knows you want to do this already. Like, she knows already. This is what I be trying to get a lot of guys to understand. She already know, brother. She know you want to do it. So when she realizes that you pretending to do it, instead of, she basically saying, okay, I see that he don't want to do it now. So I see that he playing like he don't want to do this, like he don't want me like that. I see he doing that. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't even do nothing with that. You feel what I'm saying? And that's the difference. Versus when you like, I ain't gonna lie, listen, I want you. You know what I'm saying? I want to do all kind of things with you. I want to like you. You so peaceful, you so pleasant. I take my time with you. I'll be gentle with you. But I'm going to be honest with you. It's going to be some times where I like it rough. And she, whatever the case might be, you letting her know. You ain't got to give her no detail. You just letting her know, like, what I want you. And it's just like, and I want you like that. I don't want you just, around me. I want you in that bed. You know what I'm saying? Letting that be known. She going to respond, bro. However, she like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I'm not gonna lie, I want you, but I just don't want to, I don't know if you want to keep me. Like, do you want to be kept? Like she just, like, cause she really wants you. It's like, listen, baby, we here for a good time. Like, understand, like, I'm be honest with you, I'm not looking for that. Down the line, maybe, a year, 2 years, I definitely consider that, but right now, I just want to enjoy you, I want to let you enjoy me. You feel me? And it's like, the way you talking to me, I'm gonna be honest. It sounds like you want me to take my time with my tongue. You know what I'm saying? Like, all that, letting her know, like, one of the things I want y'all to understand, making a woman blush is everything. Making a woman smile is everything. Making her desire you more is everything. Guys be so scared they can't even play in that ballpark, and that's why I be trying to get y'all to understand. You knowing what you want to do in the bedroom already, it guarantees you. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Stop thinking through social media. Okay? Deadass, I would tell y'all this. If you have a problem having sex with a woman, and you have a problem eating a woman out, whatever, you don't know if you want, tell her to go get a test. Tell her to go get a test and send her, go do all that. You feel what I'm saying? Move accordingly. You feel me? You feel what I'm saying? If you worried about that. But yeah, that's all I got for y'all, bro. This is like, if you stop thinking these ways and you transform your way of thinking, you're going to start getting more, you're going to get more successful women. But that's all I got for y'all, man. Leave a like down below. Subscribe for more content like this. To get that really in-depth mental game, join the Patreon. I'm going to see y'all when I see y'all, man. Peace.